right on VOP 90.3. Today we will be looking at, before we it's going to be a bit very very interactive, the second phase of the show. Please, I know that you already have a phone number that you are going to use to interact with us on the second part of this conversation. And the second part, please make best use of this phone number: 08036 929933 On the second part of this conversation, we have a new commissioner of police in Lagos, in person of CP Moshood Jimoh. It's a very fantastic police officer, and yesterday he was able to address the stakeholder in Lagos, the commissioner, DPO, area commander, journalists, other stakeholder, and he was begging, or okay, let me not use the word begging. He was asking for cooperation for Lagosian, support from every one of us on how we can make Lagos State a very very wonderful place for every one of us, because they have the core role of protecting life and property. According to CP, what I can get from him is, he's not telling you that telling Lagosian that is Mr. Noah, or he's a spirit that know where some of these elements that doesn't want peace in Lagos are. But he's saying that all of us can be on board together and make Lagos State a very very beautiful, wonderful, secure, progressive place for every one of us to carry out our activity or do our business. And that's the reason he's asking, sir, yesterday, that, do you know what, I'm here as the number one police officer in Lagos. Please, Lagosian, resident in Lagos, government in Lagos, stakeholder in Lagos, lecturer in Lagos, downfall driver in Lagos, in fact journalists in Lagos, let us see how we make this state a beautiful place for everyone. That is what we are going to look at. Why I give you that number is, let's set in form of an agenda for the new commissioner of police. It's not new in Lagos anyway, because I tell people in another place then that I still remember that fateful Sunday when he unveiled Evans, the kidnappers, to Lagosian then at the CP office. So Jimoh Moshood Jimoh is a very fantastic police officer, and he was one time a first public relation officer of Nigeria Police. But we'll deal with that later in the show. But now, in many countries, US, Canada, Australia, Singapore, if there are issue in the society, if there are issue in the community, in government, they go to the citadel of learning, the universities, the institute in those countries, and have a handshake with brilliant individuals in those institutions on some of those issues, based on some of their research. How do you think they can move their society forward? On that note, we are equally doing it here. We have a lot of university, a lot of lecturers that are doing very very great in the various university, polytechnic, colleges of education in Nigeria. Or today we decide to say, do you know what, let's go to University of Lagos, my university, and let's have an interaction with one of my very very respected professor in Unilag, and equally double as the HUD of Department of Philosophy, Faculty of Art, University of Lagos. No other person than Professor Chikoze Okoro Benjamin. Prof, good afternoon and welcome to VOP 90.3.
Yeah, good afternoon. So the name was Dozier.
Okay, Dozier. Okay, pardon me for that. Prof, good afternoon and welcome to VOP 90.3.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Prof, like what I said, in other country, if the issue will come to people like you, the academia, to actually help us to chart the best way forward on those issues. Nigeria have serious challenge. If you have what psychology will look at, as many of us, we have external locus of scale, that is, we think the solution to our problem is outside, but we find it difficult to look inward, which is psychology, internal locus of scale. Prof, how do we change this narrative as a philosopher, one of the founder of knowledge?
Like I told you, we were just going for interview, professional interview, and this question you're asking was asked one of the candidates. And the candidate responded by saying that we have to change the content and pedagogy of our education. Nigeria, Africa is the only place that we send our children with our hard-earned money to go and learn education in foreign language, and everything we teach them there is foreign. It's only in Nigeria, Africa, that you send your child to school and your child comes back and you say, my child, welcome. You say, no, that is not welcome. It's welcome. I say, oh, my child is notebook. You even corrected my English. So it's only, and then when we send them to school, they don't go there and learn about our things. They go there and learn about Pussycat, who has gone to London to see the Queen. About London Bridge that is falling down. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I wonder how to
Apple.
So we need to look at our education content from kindergarten to university. What we do about our own local content is Jara, Symphony, Meiji. So we can learn things about we learn things from abroad. So our child, as we are by education, by religion, we are thinking from outside. It's only our bodies, dead bodies, that are in Africa. And with that kind of mentality, we cannot develop. Now, to summarize, in technical language, we call that dialectics. Dialectics is basically a theory of development. And what it says that for development to happen, an entity, an individual human being, a group of human beings, a nation, a continent, for them to develop, they must first of all understand self. Who are we? Who are we? Who are you? Your identity. If you have understood your identity, then you define who you are. Then you define who the other is. So you know yourself, you know the other. Then you not on that basis, you not define a relationship between you and the other. So that you move from yourself to the other. When you move from yourself to the other, you see contradictions. Things that agree and you don't agree with the other. You come back home to yourself. So look for the solution within yourself. Then you go back again to interact. When you go and you see further contradiction, you come back home again to resolve that contradiction using your local knowledge, local genre. And each time you do this internal to external movement, then from external back to internal, you are improving the internal. The internal is growing based on the culture, the language, the history of that internal. But that is not what we do in Africa. What we do in Africa is that we train our children to start thinking from outside. They not carry outside thinking to home. When they come home, there will be contradictions at home. Then they will not go outside to look for solutions for the contradictions at home. So you discover that it is only in Africa that we want to develop Africa. Our leaders will go to Chatham House to go and discuss how they develop Nigeria. Before you come back home, people have already made plans how to spoil your plan. It's only in Africa we will go and negotiate how Africa will be governed. In China, we will go and negotiate how Africa will be governed. In Europe, in America, in Canada. Other nations don't go on to discuss how they will develop any other place except within their nation. And that is because by their education system, the education system is first and foremost made for them to understand their culture themselves inside out. Then the limitation of their culture, what is this that is lacking in their culture? What is this that is lacking in their personality that they need to improve? To sum up, I remember some 10 years ago, China came up with 6 areas that America surpassed them. They agreed that American civilization is ahead of Chinese civilization. And they mapped out 6 areas. And they mapped out 10 years to address these 6 areas. And this is almost 10 years they drew out that plan. And you see China is almost at par with US and has even overtaken US on certain areas of technology and science. That's how a nation develops. So a nation like ours that you start your education curriculum, religion is foreign, law is foreign, history, foreign, education, foreign. We won't develop. It's not a curse. If we are to develop, we have to agree that we are backward and stop mimicking. Agree that we are backward. If Petu is what we are used to, let us start discussing Petu. What is the metaphysics? What is the physics? What is the engineering of Petu? What is it? Those things, let us, by the time we discuss in 5 years, 10 years, we will come up with theories. When we come up with theory, we need to build what will marvel the world. They will come and learn. That's how China, some 30 years ago, came up with acupuncture and multicultural. The West shouted, China has poor education. Why are they taking local knowledge to university? Less than 5 years from the time that China took their traditional knowledge to the university, acupuncture and multicultural, Western nations started running to China to go and learn the same thing they should decide. So development can never come by doing things, mimicking people, trying to be what my people used to say, be hand to, I want to be like. If you are trying to be like, now you will never be like. You will never be like yourself, and you will never be like the other. You'll be hanging between the blue sky and the blue sea. That's the problem we have.
Now, Prof, how do we change the narrative? You mentioned issue of leader go to Chatham House to go and discuss how they can develop Osun State, Abia State, Lagos State, Oyo State, and the rest of them. And when Donald Trump become the president of America now, I don't think he go to any African country to go and tell them how he's going to manage Africa. Even our very respected late Nelson Mandela, the same thing was in Africa and do a lot of stuff. How do we change that narrative, Prof, so that we can have a way of discussing our own issue here?
We have to change the narrative by, first and foremost, making laws that will ensure that everybody is equal. In the first instance, we should remove the immunity clause for president, ministers, senators. We should remove in governance from councillor, chairman, governor, commissioner to members of House of Assembly, senators, to ministers and presidents. No immunity clause. That's number one. Number two, that the condition for you, one of the conditions for you to be a leader, your children are not schooling abroad, they are schooling here. You are not going, that if you are sick, don't go abroad for medical checkup. You must, that abroad you are going to bring it here. And that if you have savings abroad, you cannot govern us. If you go and look at other nations I'm talking about, go to China for instance, you will not hear that any minister or president of China has the investment, has money, Chinese money outside China. Bank of China, but China's money is not in Switzerland, it's Chinese Bank of China that controls it. So that is
now, Prof, you are canvassing for this, but what can we do for this thing to grow in us? It should be an innate ability that we have, or something that that we have from our intent. We say, okay, this is what I will be doing, instead of for advocating for that. How do we inculcate that in our day-to-day living?
Yeah, like we talked about that in the morning, and I said we want to start touching them young by building character based on the gems of our own culture. Let Igbo child grow on Igbo culture. Yoruba child grow on Yoruba culture. Benin child grow on Benin culture. And then at the secondary school level, they begin to intermingle. That's why, and then increase the local content of education. And let us restructure Nigeria such that Nigeria will be, the restructure will allow ethnicity to function in their own culture and language. That is how Britain is organized. That is how Switzerland is organized. Switzerland has 6 ethnic groups. Each ethnic group controls its own affair. If you go to Canada, it has 2 ethnic groups, English and French. The French side organizes its affairs in French. The English side organizes its affairs in English. Presidency is rotational, 110. If you go to Britain, nations supersede states because those nations are older than the state. England has been there, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. They have been there before the state of Britain was formed. So one of the problems we have in Nigeria is that state supersedes nation. In fact, the way it is in Nigeria now, we have only Nigeria is both state and nation. Nobody will say one nation in unity, peace and unity, indivisible. Human beings cannot be in unity. Human beings can only be united. Human beings are not beings and rice that you can put on fire, put them together. Or you can decide to mix a libo amala and gari and stir them, use fire to stir them, they will blend. Human beings are not like that. Human beings have their own mind, their own individuality. The same it is with cultures. So we need to restructure Nigeria. And when we restructure Nigeria, the way it is in Britain, if you go to Britain, the English in Britain, they prosecute all the activities in English. The Scottish prosecute all the activities in Scottish. The Wales people prosecute all the activities in Wales. Ditto, what you call Northern Ireland. That is why it is called United Kingdom. When they are going to World Cup, they have 3 slots or 2 or 3 slots, and they play among themselves who will take those slots. But in Nigeria, 300 ethnic groups, and you level us that we are one, and you want us to grow, we will be retarding. So let every culture go back to its own, restructure Nigeria, and let every ethnicity have its semi-autonomy. If you can call it federated unit or confederated unit, then once it is there, each nation governs itself. It is in charge of its own state police, local government police, to the council level. Then there can be federal police like you have FBI. Then economy flows from the local government to the state to the federal, such that if there is mineral resource in my father's land, I will be entitled to 1% or 0.1% of every ounce of the mineral resource that is taken. Maybe you say per liter, or how do they call it, crude oil. You say for every barrel of crude oil you take 0.1% belongs to me. Then about 5% belongs to my town where you are taking it. Then the local government, 15% belongs to them. The state, that is 20%. The state is entitled to 40%. The federal level, 40%. So that at the local level, 60% has gone. Maybe the federal government is taking 40 or even 20%. So that you see that development will start from the root down to the top. Then the issue of corruption will be reduced. If a stampede of who will be president, who will be minister will stop, because focus will be at the local level. The best will be at the local level. It is those who have served their local level, their council, their local government, their state, who have served and excelled, that will now go to the federal level. If you have not gone through this meal, you cannot go to the federal level. You will see structure. You will see development. Each region will be competing. And before you know it, before 10, 20 years, every region is at par. Then we can now form what we call use technology to launch a satellite for language alone, for culture alone, language being part of it. And in that something, all the languages in Nigeria will be fused, their chiefs will be in that satellite. Such that I, as an Igbo child, if I'm in Yoruba land, they are doing lecture in Yoruba, I will just put some device in my ear and I'll be hearing it in Igbo. That way, 2 things are happening. I'm in Yoruba land and I'm schooling in Igbo. Both Yoruba and Igbo are interfusing into me. Before you do that for 10 years, a new language will evolve. The children of the future will be evolving, and that's how they will be evolving. These things are possible. But if you have bad structure, you can never develop.
Now, Prof, in less than, let's say, 60 seconds, how, before I let you go, how do you now create an opportunity to have this kind of conversation, to brainstorm, to achieve this?
Yeah, we have been doing it, and somebody did national confab. Whether that national confab was perfect or it was not perfect, let us start from there. And that has been the position of Iba Aredani.
Okay.
Anytime I go into conversation with him, he was one of the drafts he had against Jonathan. That when Jonathan finished the comfort, he had to start implementing those things immediately. He didn't need to wait for election. If he had started implementing, it would be difficult to cancel by now. But he was waiting to win an election before he started implementing. So he made it political. So the one way of doing it, and the most surest way of doing it, is national confab. But if you ask me, that confab should not be government that will do it. It should be people-oriented confab, so that you don't spend government money on it.
All right,
people will start discussing from their regions, their ethnic groups, to their region, to the center. Then the people with their own money will send one delegate to Abuja. It's not government that will sponsor it. It may take us 3 years or 5 years to reach an. They want to reach their agreement, or even 10 years. They want to reach agreement. It will not be people-oriented confab, not government conveyed confab.
All right, sir. Thank you very, very much, Professor Chidozie Benjamin Okoro, HOD. That is Head of Department of Philosophy, University of Lagos. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. I think almost every one of us have listened to Prof. He's saying that we can shape Nigeria for better if we all sit down and see what we can do to actually do the right thing. And at the end of the day, every one of us will smile. We smile because we can't continue this way. As I said earlier, I want us to listen to. We have a new CP in Lagos. CP Moshood Jimoh is the brand new commissioner of police, Lagos State. He actually resumed office on Monday. That is day before yesterday, the way we put it here. And yesterday he have a stakeholder meeting with a lot of individual police officer at police command in Lagos. I want us to listen to just a part of that. Then you that is listening to us, you make best use of this phone number 08036929933. Oh, what do you observe that you feel that the new commissioner of police can integrate in helping a very respected, wonderful police officer to actually help in protecting life and property? Remember, on our show, we don't insult anybody. We want to suggest in our own little way, how police can actually help us in protecting life and property. So please kindly listen to this. Then from there you make best use of those number. Let's listen to the brand new commissioner of police, Lagos State.
Accountability and the protection of citizens' rights at all times. All police personnel throughout the command are under strict instructions to be civil, polite, but firm in carrying out their official duty, obligation, and other responsibility. The good people of Lagos State are hereby employed to respect the police officers on their duty posts and law abiding. It is pertinent to underscore that the command will uphold zero-tolerant policy of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kaode Adeolu Ogbetoko, PhD, NPL, against corruption and all forms of unethical practices. We will ensure accountability, integrity, and professionalism in all our police operations, law enforcement duties, and other statutory responsibilities and obligations. The command is not unmindful of the concerns and complaints of members of the public about unsatisfactory conduct of few police officers, which is not condoned at any time, and for which some of the personnel have been punished in line with the police disciplinary processes in the past. However, in case of act of any right violation of citizens and people of Lagos State, I urge Lagosians to not to take laws into their hands, but to promptly reach out to the Lagos State Police Command Complaint Response Unit, CRU, by calling 0911111150 or via WhatsApp at 09111111151. Additionally, our social media handles at Lagos Police NG, then the X handle at Police NG /_Lagos on Instagram, and our website www.lagosmpf.gov.ng are always open for complaints and swift response. I order here further wish to assure the Lordship that your concern will be treated with utmost confidentiality and urgency and will be promptly redressed. You can also make a formal complaint at the nearest police station or report it to me personally on 08032569029. In line with the police vision of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adegbetokun, MPA, we will place the people at the core of our mission, foster trust, collaboration, and accountability. This is to build stronger bridges of trust between the police and the community in ensuring a more inclusive, people-centered approach to policing in Lagos State. I wish to significantly place on record, on behalf of the entire officers and men of the Lagos State Police Command, our deep appreciation and sincere gratitude to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide O. Sanwo-Olu, for the time-to-time huge logistic provision to the Lagos State Police Command. The tremendous support and immense assistance he has continuously provided to the Lagos Police Command has made the general administration and operational activities of the command much more easier. These logistics include provision of patrol and operational vehicles and utility trucks, communication equipment, personnel protective equipment, and other infrastructural provision throughout the Lagos State Police Command. Your Excellency, we are indeed very grateful and passionately appeal that you continue to assist and support us further in this regard and our other areas of needs. Furthermore, we will collaborate closely with the Lagos State government agencies, complementing the police in law enforcement, traffic management, and general other units in the state. I would also like to appreciate the long-standing support of His Royal Majesty, the Oba of Lagos, Oba Riwan Akeolu. Appreciate also other notable and highly respected Royal Highnesses and Fathers, along with other members of the Lagos State Council of Chiefs and Oba. Their immense support towards ensuring peace in their respective domains is very much recognized and appreciated and commended. Training and retraining and capacity building development of all police personnel will be a top priority to ensure that they are well equipped with optimal knowledge and modern know-how in the discharge and performance of their duties, and to equally impact on their relationship with members of the general public under my leadership. The command, as I mentioned earlier, will work in close collaboration with other intelligence and security agencies to enhance coordination and intelligence sharing for overall public safety and security in the state. Also, my immeasurable gratitude and appreciation goes to the teeming community of captains of industries, local and foreign investors, and the Bankers Forum for their continued assistance they have continuously rendered to the Lagos State Police Command. We encourage them to continue to do more for the command. In the same vein, I must not fail to express my sincere appreciation to our highly respected and valued very senior police officers, retired, that are domiciled in the state, who have served and retired from the Nigerian Police Force meritoriously at the highest level of the force. I will always rely on them for advice, guidance, and other assistance. I want to continue to appeal to them that anytime we come on, they should please continue to answer us as they do. I cannot end my speech without expressing our profound gratitude and appreciation to our highly esteemed media correspondents that are here with us, media practitioners, our editors, our managers, and the entire media industry in Lagos State, both traditional and new media, for your unflinching partnership and continuous support to the Lagos State Police Command.
That is the voice of CP Moshood Jimoh, a very, very fantastic speech there. Our CP, well, welcome very much to Lagos, and we just wish you the very, very best. Lagosian, you listen to him. That is just part of his address yesterday, and he's asking that all of us, we can work together, we can make Lagos State more safe, progressive for the betterment of all. Please, before we end the show, just talk to the CP. At least tell him maybe something that you feel that he can add to. Which police formation is very close to you? What do you observe? The CP said, you know what? Let us work together. Let us have synergy and see how Lagos will continue to be a progressive state. The number is 08036 929933 08036929933. Let's talk to the Commissioner of Police, the brand new Commissioner of Police, Lagos State. He says he's here. He thanked the Governor of Lagos State, and I will, on his behalf, will say, Oliver Twist, Lagos State government continue to support and make a lot of things to be available for Lagos Police Command to do their work. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. The number is 0803. Okay, the number is 08036929933 is the number to call. Our dearest CP said, you know what, we can work together and make it Lagos State a safe place. Good morning, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Please, the volume of your set, please.
I've done that already.
Okay, fire on.
Yeah, this is Ade from Mushi.
Oh, Mushi, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah. Well, I just came online now, but I couldn't pick some points you just said. Yes. But I know they just got a new CP to Lagos State.
Yes.
On Monday.
And it's asking for your support. It's asking for my support to make Lagos State
definitely
a more safe
will work
place.
together to make Lagos State and Nigeria better.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I know you will be aware there is a crisis in Mushi.
Now? Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe
yes.
The DPO area D. Yes. Area D.
Yes.
They will brief you. Yeah.
There is a crisis in Mushi presently. But
Okay.
the crisis consists of fraternity members or whatever. So, and they have been killing and disturbing the peace of the area. But the main point that make me call is that there are some powerful people, and how do I put it? That is head of the thugs around there, that they are initiating some part of the fraternity with the help of some police officers around the vicinity. Yes. Could you imagine police officers going with thugs with different type of weapons in their hand and moving with them, chasing people?
It's possible that someone can wear police uniform and you mistakenly say it's a police
This
officer.
one is not someone can wear police uniform.
Okay.
A video evidence is available. So many things is available.
Okay.
For you to confirm these people are policemen.
All right.
Going with thugs, terrorizing the street.
All right. Our CP, he has listened, or people that are close to him will listen. I think they will pass the information to him. He promised of addressing some of those kind of issues too. 08036929933. That is the first call from Moshood. Oga CP, they say issue of courtesan. at Mushi. I know you are capable and you are ready to help that those things should be a thing of the past. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello? Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Will you one thing?
The volume of your set, please.
Okay, I've even put it up.
Okay.
One thing I want to say is this. Concerning police officers on the road, you find them, they are not doing the security work they were asked to do. Most especially on our roads.
Can you be specific? Which road? Which side? Which side?
At K2 area.
Okay.
Area.
Okay.
You see them along the road, they're collecting money from people. Not only that, go to Alakpere Road there, you see them also early in the morning chasing commercial vehicles and even motorcycles all along. Then, and on that Maitu bridge, that place you see them collecting money. They are not doing the security work they were saddled to do. They are not doing it. And that is the problem with our police officers in Nigeria. How is this NMPC going to help to eradicate all these things? All right. This Adetime is speaking from Igbogo here.
All right. Thank you very much, Oga. Thank you very much. I know Oga CP, his people are listening. Possibly himself is listening, and he's going to address those issues. And that is the reason he had that stakeholder meeting after yesterday that we need to improve. Hello, good morning, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Chief Akurulo.
Oh, Chief, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. I'm calling at Pedro, from Pedro, please.
Pedro, that is near Anthony there.
Jimoh, yes, yes. Yeah, I'm talking the respect of what the police people are doing in front of that police station at Pedro. Early in the morning and evening, there is one of these traffic warden wearing black goggles. Every time he will be there collecting money from Korope. Any Korope that did not give him money, he will now ask them to go inside, drive inside.
In the front of Pedro police station?
In front of Pedro police station.
Okay.
In the morning and the evening. You can come and verify it. There is one traffic warden. He will wear black goggles. Any Korope did not give him money, he will now ask them to drive inside. Morning and evening. Come and verify, you see it.
All right.
It's too bad.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
I know, say Ogade here. Oga CP, Lagosians are talking. They want to work with you and they want you to succeed. Hello, good afternoon. 080-3692-9933. Sorry, is the number 080-3692-9933 is the number. How do we work together? How do we assist? How do we cooperate? How do we have synergy with our Lagos State Police Command through a very, very respected brand new Commissioner of Police, Lagos State CP Moshood Jimoh is asking for that synergy for every one of us. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, we lost that call. Just call us. Let know where you are calling, what you are talking to us from. Then, what other thing do you feel that issue integrating in his plan? Pedro Police Station. I know someone that know the DPO matter of maybe pass the information to. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Wow. Pedro Police, they mentioned Pedro Police Station. Someone mentioned Alakpere. Is it Alakpere? No, K2 Police Station. And please, let's see how we can. Hello? Hello, good afternoon. Yes. Please, can you speak out, please?
My name is Saladin Nathaniel. I'm calling from Jorabaja.
Jorabaja, okay. Okay, please speak up, please.
Okay. I actually want to report because actually in Orile.
Okay, Orile Police Station. Are you on the road or you are inside? Are you inside the?
I'm inside the room.
Eh?
Inside my room.
Now, but something is disturbing the conversation.
Okay.
Okay, let's try it now.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Okay. I'm calling from Oride.
Okay.
Most time when people are coming or passing through the footprint from the bus stop down to the police station, most time the police make an arrest. They arrest people with impunity. In fact, I have a case of someone who was arrested. The person was coming from normal Tajik, and the person was arrested with impunity.
Is it at the Orile police station there?
Orile police station, yes. And apart from that, when you pass that Orile, en route roundabout, Amukoko roundabout, you will see some of these policemen standing on the road, collecting money from, extorting money from motorists and tricycles. That is not all. That is not all. At Orile bus stop, the BRT bus stop here, there are times when scavengers will be there from the hour of 7 p.m. If you go there from the hour of 7 p.m., you will be robbed by this guy. I was once a victim. They collected my.
You mean at that Orile police station Gogongo? Orile bus stop Gogongo?
Yes. I was a victim. They collected my at that point. They collected my laptop, the new clothes and shoes that I bought, my phone, everything. They collected it.
What time? That day?
That was around tonight.
Oh, wow.
Tonight. I reported the matter to the police station, the police station, but they said that place is not under their jurisdiction that I should go to Odisomos police. I went there and I lodged my complaint with them. So,
now, wow.
Even in the Dorabadia police station, they also arrest people with impunity. There are times we will sit down, they will just enter the street, then they will enter the street and arrest people with impunity. This thing has been going on and on. I was once living in school areas. Things like that rarely happen. Really. But the situation whereby you cannot sit down in your home with peace and the police will just enter the street, they will just arrest people with impunity, and oftentimes than not, it happens in the Dorabadia.
Okay, one thing is one promise I can tell you is under the new CP Moshood Jimoh, I believe some of those things will be a thing of the past. He has promised that he's going to work with Lagosian and make sure that equally a lot of his men were there yesterday and he has talked to them. So please.
I hope so, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, sir. Thank you extremely very much. Let's see if we can just pick only one call, then we call it a day. You listen to a very, very respected, distinguished, brand new Commissioner of Police, Lagos State, CP Moshood Jimoh, and is asking first. He thanked Lagos State government for support, and Lagos State government is supporting the police to do their work because of you, because of me, and that's why, for their behalf, I was just say Oliver Twist, Lagos State government, please continue to support a very, very wonderful police, Lagos State Police Command. We have a new person here, in person of Moshood Jimoh, and saying, do you know what, Lagosian resident in Lagos, let us work together. The state belongs to every one of us. This should be our last call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Well done, sir. Well done the job, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This is Comrade Iroko from Ejigbo, sir.
Hey, Jimoh, my side.
God bless you.
Yes, sir.
Well done the job, sir. Yes, sir. This is my submission. It is good for Nigerians to have a security architecture because of what is going on in the nation now. Insecurity-wise, all over. And everything is coming back to descend on Lagos because Lagos is the most populous city in Nigeria. But now, I want to appreciate the new CP, and I'll be happy to be able to tell Nigerians to work along with him if he choose to work together with the masses.
He already chose that to work with us.
Because no masses will allow anybody to come and use uniform to come and extort anybody in the names of security in the community. Because people will sit down, the way that man said it is happening everywhere. You will just sit down in your area, police will just come in without violence, without any other thing. They will just start arresting people. At the end of the day, you won't find out what they did. They will be asking for their release by maybe police is your friend, but you must give something out. You can imagine why people are just suffering in the nation. Nobody have any money, but they will be, if you find yourself in a station, you will be wondering, and you will want to get out of there at all costs. So you can pay anything to get yourself out of there. So they should not be using their uniform to be escorting people in the community. They should help us to fight insecurity that is ongoing. Now, we had that the Northerners and other insecurity people have already been entered.
See, when you talk of hello sir. On the show here, I don't always like speculation. Northerners are wonderful people, Southerners are wonderful people, Westerners are wonderful, South. So let's say what the police is saying is we don't want any person, whether from any side, that will not do the right thing, that will not comply with rules and regulation of our peaceful coexistence. So see what we are going to do. Let's continue. The time is against us. Let's continue this conversation next week. Please, next week. I think next week we are going to zero on that. What do you think our very, very respected, distinguished CP, the new CP, want us to work together? Let's put a lot of things on the table for him. These are the things what we should do. You go mention police station. Is it Jimoh police station? Is this Mafoluku? Is it Aswani? Is this Orile? I pray I should not give up on Orile police station. I pray seriously, but no problem. Next week, 1 o'clock, let us get out this information. Then we'll pass it to the commissioner, brand new commissioner of police, who is ready to work with us and ensure that Lagos, life and property in Lagos, is safe. My name is Joseph Olorunshor. We'll be back here by the special grace of God, 1 p.m. Wednesday next week. I leave you in the capable hand of Jidera. Thank you very much for our big pilot taking us to this very point in time. Please, as I do say, please stay out of trouble, and trouble will stay out of you. Bye bye for now.